Hi ladies. Okay, so I said meal prep. I didn't do a whole lot of prep this week, but I will share with you some of my ideas for this week, and I'm kind of disappointed. I ordered a set of snack or breakfast, or whatever you want to call them, little containers, and they have 4 squares in it, and each square is like a half a cup, and I was going to show how I'm going to prep my to-go breakfast for the week, but I can't do that because it's not here because Amazon keeps wanting us to use, I guess, the Amazon credit card, and I always forget to switch it back. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow and not today. So I've been telling you what I'm going to do, and then later this week I'll get to show you when I finally get them in the mail. So I am we're back at the gym, so for a little bit in February and January, I guess it was more January, I was sick a little bit, and then my friend's kids were home from school, so we were working at her house, but now that the kids are back at school and I'm pretty much, I guess, almost completely healed, still have a little bit of yuck, but I'm, anyway, way better. So I need my breakfast to go with me. A lot of times if we're at the gym, I go ahead and get ready at the gym, so I need something that can travel with me. And also, like on Tuesday, I'll be cleaning my grandmother's house this week, so I'm going to need that in the car with me, so when I leave her house, I can go straight to my grandmother's house. So my plan for this week for my breakfast is to mix some blended cottage cheese and some Greek yogurt and do some stevia, some vanilla, or I really like almond extract, and then in one of the little cup holders add my keto granola, and I do like this kind. And then I've got blueberries were on sale this week, so I got some blueberries, I've got strawberries, and then I have some blackberries I'm going to add. Now, as I was looking at the numbers, this really is not going to be enough protein. No, it might be enough protein with 4 there. This yogurt doesn't have a lot, but mixed with, I may do half my protein coffee. I don't know if you say profi, I have no idea. I just know how to read it. On the way to the gym, and then have the rest whenever I'm getting ready and eating the rest of my breakfast, because the protein coffee has at least 20 grams of carbs if you just do the protein and then coffee. Okay, so that's my plan for my breakfast for the week. So I ground up the pound of turkey yesterday, and what I did is I just did like generic seasonings. I did salt, pepper, I did some onion, some garlic, and then a little bit of onion and garlic powder. So this way I can go any direction I want. Now, if my week gets crazy, I have a lot going on this week. If I get close to the end of the week and I haven't ate all of this, then I will go ahead and freeze it. So then I will have some in the freezer so it doesn't sit in the fridge and go bad. So my ideas, which will probably be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because Monday I will probably be in the truck with my husband, and I need to bring things that does not need to be heated up. And then Tuesday I'll be with my grandmother, so I eat whatever she serves me, and it has been Spam once. It has been delicious roast that she cooked over the weekend. A lot of times it's frozen pizza. Whatever she feeds me, I don't care. So I feel like I will have at least 1 serving of this I'm going to end up freezing. All right, so I'm going to do one, hi Bonnie, 1 taco bowl this week. I've got salsa, I've got some guacamole, and I hate spending money on these because I think these are just way too expensive, but at the same time, I can't tell you how many times I've thrown away half an avocado. So having these is just so convenient, and I guess that's what we're paying for, is the convenience. I've got lettuce, got tomatoes, I've got cilantro, I've got onions and green onions, so my taco bowl is great. And I will heat everything up. I do it in 30-second intervals, and I will do everything I want warm before I add like the salsa and the guacamole and the lettuce. I don't want to heat those up. My other idea is, okay, I get asked what chicken I use. Hi, Tony. I bet it's cold. Well, I imagine it's cold where you are. It's cold here in Texas today. This is the chicken I get, and I have found these at Costco and my local Walmart. They don't taste great. I really think they're just very, very bland. So what I do is I put them in my air fryer and I season them with, salt, pepper, garlic powder, whatever you want. If you wanted to go Mexican with it, I would add a little Mexican seasoning, a little Italian, whatever you want. But I feel like I like my food seasoned. So in my opinion, these need seasoning. They are, in my opinion, again, I don't like them. But if I add the seasoning to it and I eat it with other things that taste good, it's fine. But I would not sit down to a snack of these unless they were really well seasoned. So my other idea is, so I'm almost out of this one. Well, this isn't the cottage cheese. This one's almost empty, but I have another one I bought this weekend. So my goal or plan is cottage cheese. I'm going to season it with a little garlic powder, maybe a little onion powder, probably no salt, maybe a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then sprinkle in some Parmesan cheese, stir that up, and then microwave it. And I'm going to air fry these. Definitely I'm going to season them. And then some marinara sauce. You could add some spinach in there. I'm very picky about spinach. I'm not a spinach fan. You could throw in some vegetables that sound good to you. And then I'm going to do a serving of these. And you have to weigh these, so I typically try to eyeball it, but I do have a little scale if I remember to get them out. And then some more Parmesan cheese and mozzarella. And then if you really need a veggie, then I would add a salad on the side. Now, I am short. I've said this so many times. I've had people comment and make comments about my food. I can only fit so much in this 5'3" body at one time. There's just not enough room. I also have long legs for a short person, so there's no room here. So I'm not a volume eater. If you're a volume eater, add whatever you need to make this be a good meal for you. For me, when I make the Parmesan chicken, because there's really no vegetables in it, I will most likely make a small side salad for me to go with it. But again, I just can't fit a lot of food in here at one time. And then my third, what was I going to do for my third idea for, it was going to be with, I'll come back because I had one more for sure that I was very excited about for this week. And that's the reason I didn't do Mexican, because I wanted to make sure I could. I'm not going to do the pizza bowl, which I have before. One, I'm not a huge pizza fan, and I don't have any, I don't even like pepperoni. But anyway, I'll try to come back. There's one more I was going to do with this. Okay. So I bought one of my stores. I want to go back today, but I probably don't have time. We've got my third-born's birthday celebration tonight. One of my stores had these on sale for 97 cents. So I went in. I should have 5, but I only see 4. There should be one more somewhere. Anyway, so because if you look, let's see, the hickory smoked. This one's 110 calories, 4 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein. I do love the protein content in these little pouches for 97 cents. I know some people made some comments about the protein powder, the Clean Simple Eats protein powder being $2 a serving for your protein. I don't really think, it's high when you spend that much money for a bag, but $2 for my protein for 20 grams I feel is a pretty good purchase, and it also is gentle for my stomach. Okay, I got a couple of ideas. Oh, I didn't pull up my lunch for tomorrow. Okay, so here's my lunch for tomorrow. I smell the pickles. They're in here. Okay, so I have a side of pickles. I may add to this. I was getting tired when I did my lunch for tomorrow, last night. So I've got, that's why I'm missing a tuna. It's in my bag. Okay. So my idea for tomorrow with this, hey Roxanne! I've got one wedge of light Laughing Cow cheese, and I did compare in the store, and if you really are worried about the fat and everything and you want to pull things back, make sure you get the light, because I think the regular was 3.5 grams, and this is only 1.5 grams of fat. And then I've got one low-carb tortilla. And then if you saw my picture yesterday, I had some bacon in there. I cooked up the bacon. We had some last night my husband smoked some meat and we had baked potatoes, and so I chopped up some of that bacon. I've already got my bacon in here. I'm going to spread the light Laughing Cow cheese. I've got my tuna I'm going to put on there. I've got bacon, and then I've got some lettuce in this paper towel to hold the moisture. And then I've got pickles for the side, and I really wish I had, I think I'm going to see if I have any pork rinds down there to add to it, just to add a little something extra and a little crunch. But that is my plan for my lunch tomorrow. And I don't have my breakfast prep since my package won't be here until tomorrow night. So I'll have to get my breakfast prepped after this. All right, so that's one idea for my tuna pouches. And my protein for tomorrow's lunch is beyond 20 grams. I think it's going to be close to 30 or more whenever I looked at all the numbers. Okay, so as someone pointed out yesterday, this does have oil in it. I guess remember to always read labels. I forget to read labels. We were running through the store. It was the fourth store we had gone to yesterday, and I saw this on an end cap at Walmart, and it said $1, and I was like, ooh, that'll be great for my meal prep. Do it in the buggy. So, and the ingredients are, I know I saw them when I looked this, oh, here it is, right here in front of me. Water, brown rice, sunflower oil, sea salt, and sunflower lecithin. So, it does have sunflower oil in it, so read your labels. I think this also has some in it as well. My prepackaged brown rice I bought. Long grain brown rice, canola oil, and sunflower lecithin. So they both have oil in there, so it depends on how you feel about these oils, if you want to consume them at all. If this is a no for you, I totally get it. I bought these really for the convenience of busy weeks. And this week is definitely going to be busy. I get to watch my grandkids this week while my daughter, who is pregnant with her third, has an appointment this week. Okay, so some ideas with this. Definitely the tuna. And then I thought about the light Laughing Cow cheese to mix it in to add a little creaminess. Maybe add a little bit of the cottage cheese to it also for protein and a little texture creaminess. Again, I blend my cottage cheese. I cannot do the, I don't know, clumps, lumps, whatever you want to call those. And I got a few different flavors. I like flavored things. I know I've said that probably a million times. So depending on what pack of tuna I would pick, I would add something to go along with it to flavor this. And then if I did add the cottage cheese to it, I worry about dairy separating or breaking or whatever the right word is. So if like you look at a lot of my crock pot recipes that call for dairy, I typically add dairy near the end so I don't have to worry about it getting, I don't know, nasty. I don't like it when it's like that. So if I had to heat this up, add like say whatever I'm going to add, my seasonings, take it out. I probably will not heat it up once I add the light Laughing Cow cheese and the cottage cheese unless it gets it too cold. And then one thing I like to do to add to, like these are kind of small. I would only, of course, only eat one. Maybe add some cucumber and tomato slices. I'm really picky when it comes to raw vegetables. If you are not, the world is yours. The tiny bell peppers, carrots, celery, don't like any of those. And then you can do the ranch with cottage cheese for a fuel pool. So my end keeps saying slow connection, so I don't know what happens on your end when that happens. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Okay, so anyway, this is a couple of ideas with the different tunas. And then if you want it creamy, like I said, you've got your cottage cheese you can add. Another idea would be the light Laughing Cow cheese. And then I've got, I guess I could combine these. Okay, so I've got two different things of rice cakes. These are really thin, and I really like that. These are from Trader Joe's. You get 6 of these little squares. It's one serving, and it's 3 grams of protein and 23 grams of carbs per 6 and 1 gram of fat. So these are amazing, and you can go so many different directions with this. But I'm thinking, sorry. Personally, I'm thinking like a light Laughing Cow cheese. Maybe some tuna, maybe some pickles would be one idea. Another idea, you could go Italian and make a little marinara, and then some of the, I really think I was going to do something with the marinara. Oh, I already did the marinara. That was the Parmesan. So I haven't figured out what the third meal was going to be. You could go Italian, you could go Mexican, because they're so thin. I've also heard that air frying them does something to them. I don't think I've air fried those yet. I don't have any lavash bread. So I think I mentioned that one of my kids has moved back home to save money to buy a house. So my things have just been a little bit chaotic getting everything ready for her. She cleaned out my fridge. I'm so thankful she did it because it is so clean. But all my breads that I keep in the fridge to keep them fresh longer, the date, I guess, was out, and so she threw everything away. So, and my local Walmart does not carry any lavash bread, so until I can get to the bigger city, I don't have any. But lavash is also another great bread that you can do so many things with, including desserts. Another idea is the Wassa crackers. Spread that with the light Laughing Cow cheese. Get your tuna on it. This is also another great base for things. Anyway, I feel like I've overtalked the tuna, but that's going to be either my snack or one of my lunches. And then I've got the cottage cheese bowls. Again, I'm really looking at protein, trying to make sure that every meal I get at the minimum 20. I think you just saw her dog walk by. Okay, so my dinners for the week, I almost cheated again, so I'm going to take a drink while it says slow connection. Okay, so last week on my meal prep, I had pulled out a roast. Well, I ended up not getting to the roast. When I put it in on Saturday night, it was frozen, and it was still frozen at least on Tuesday. So what I did is I took it, and I seasoned it, and I browned it, and then I put it in my crock pot, and then I took carrots, onions, celery, cooked those up, added some garlic, added some seasonings, and then I did a thing of tomato paste, and then some tomatoes. So I'm going to make a ragu. I've made the ragu before, but I never posted it on my blog. It's so simple. So I've got my crock pot ready that one of the kids will put in for me tomorrow and put it on low, and then we'll have the ragu for dinner tomorrow. And then we've got cooked chicken thighs and a big thing of like a pork steak or something my husband smoked. So we've got those. She, I think, is actually loving being here so much because her dog, he is huge. And then we have the big yard. And so she really has enjoyed letting him have a lot of freedom. I don't think he had at the other place, just because he really is a big dog. And then I pulled out for my freezer, for my meal prep, ribs. And we'll have ribs on Thursday. Wednesday, the youth, we're going to have chicken. From today, we had a church anniversary, and we had chicken. And so some of the leftovers, I'm going to feed the youth, so I don't have to worry about Wednesday. So this is kind of almost a cheat meal prep, but I did make a list and buy the things and do a little prep, but I am ready for the week. The only thing I didn't do that was on my list is I was going to make a lemon raspberry cheesecake parfait with the cottage cheese. I still may make that as the week goes on. It's just going to be sweetener, cottage cheese, probably vanilla, some lemon zest, maybe a little lemon juice, and then cook up some frozen raspberries, and then make, like a I don't know what you call that, a syrup or something. Maybe add a little lemon to that, and then just layer it in some jars. And then I haven't decided. I may take a bite and see how it tastes before I assemble them. I've got the Catalina Crunch. I think by the same company. I'm not sure. I guess it's not. Sorry, my brain. Like the little, like almost like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's like a keto low carb cereal. I've thought about crushing some of those up. I still don't know what happens when it says slow connection. Okay, and then putting that on the bottom for like a little crust, and then doing a couple layers in like little baby jars for like just like a nice dessert or snack, depending on. Anyway, I'm gonna go. My throat is very dry. If you have thoughts, suggestions, anything, I would love to hear them. And just make sure you read the labels. I got out of the habit, and I quickly remembered why we read our labels. But happy Sunday. Hopefully you get enough rest and get ready for Monday. Bye.